Hello everyone, welcome back to Sacramento Kings franchise. You can really feel the change in my mood and energy that I have when the last episode was a good one versus when the last episode was a bad one. I think last episode I started at like, hello everyone, welcome back to Sacramento Kings, right? This one, welcome back everybody to Sacramento Kings franchise. What a fantastic game we had yesterday. Even these games we played really good in. So, I'm ecstatic. I don't know about you guys. In this episode, we will be simulating some games as normal. And I think the game that we're going to play today is against the Warriors. They've been a really pretty decent team around, I think, middle of the pack, which we're middle of the pack too. They added a lot of new guys and they're playing pretty good. So why not play them? And we also get to play, obviously, the number 1 overall pick. And we have the number 3 overall pick. So we're going to have a little bit of a rookie duel. Ours obviously isn't going to be starting like theirs is because he isn't as fascinating of a player, but at least not yet, of course. He could be at some point. But, yeah. Pretty excited. And, yeah, so we're going to be simulating. We only got 3 games to simulate before, and we might even simulate some after this Warriors game. Maybe just end off this week. Just so, we're not just playing, 4 games in an episode, right? So, without further ado, let's get into some simming. So our first sim game is going to be against the Thunder. And looking at their team, they're 9-5, 7-3 in their last 10. So they've been better as of recent. They obviously got a pretty good rookie that they drafted. They obviously have Shea, who's averaging 32 on the season. And they added Trey Murphy as well, who's been pretty decent for them, I'd say. Maybe not as good as you'd want defensively, but offensively he's shooting the ball pretty well. And yeah, let's try and keep up our momentum. Let's win this game. I've been speaking things into existence recently, so why can't I speak this one into existence? Look at us. Okay, maybe look away. Oh, do not look away. Cam Thomas, 21, 6 and 5. Keegan Murray, 19 points. Kingston Fleming, 16. Sabonis, 14, 17. Jaysean Oakley, 15 points. Good stuff from him. He went to the line a lot, actually. Nate Clifford also went to the line 10 times. It's a great game from our guys, though. Winning the close game against OKC, who have not been as undefeatable this year as maybe in years past. And look at the Kings. Look at us go. We're on a little 3-game win streak. And we're playing the Jazz next, who they're a great young team. Ace Bailey is injured, so who knows? Maybe we can squeak out a win here, too. All right, so we're up against the Jazz, who are 4-11 at the point of this game. Let's keep our win streak going. Let's get it to 5. This is a home game. We got everybody healthy. They're down in Ace Bailey. But obviously that doesn't matter for them. They're playing pretty well. We're pushing it though, and we got it. Good stuff from our guys. I'm hype. Cam Thomas, 31 points. Sabonis, 22, almost 10 assists. Keegan Murray, 22. Jaysean Oakley, 12. Kingston Fleming's 10, 6, 7. 6, 7. Raynon went down with a little injury. It's all right. We got backups for that. No worries. And that's a 5-game win streak. Look at our team go. I'll go over the standings once I get to this Warriors game as per usual, but we have a lot of days to simulate until then. I will see you guys at the Charlotte game. Yeah. Okay, that was a long week of no games, so our guys should be rested and ready. To go over the injury that we did have, it was Ray now. He, I think, pinched a nerve in his back, so he's going to be injured for a while, and we have a lot of depth at center that I'm interested in, obviously, looking at how they play. So I don't see a reason in really forcing him to play through it. So yeah. now it's time to simcast his game. Hopefully we can keep our win streak up. The Hornets, I should have gone over their team before starting the simcast, but they have not had a good season. They're blowing our team out the water, so I don't know how that was the case. Cam Thomas, almost another 40 bomb though. Oh, that is not good. Looking at the top left. Speaking of having a lot of centers, about that. Sabonis is going to be out with a torn hamstring. It says 1 to 2 months, but it could be a lot longer than that with a torn hamstring. So that is going to be a concern going forward for sure. Looking at the stats of this game, obviously Cam Thomas, fantastic game from him. Peyton Watson even played really good, actually. Nick Clifford, good stuff. Jay-Sean Oakley, decent game. Kingston Fleming's a bit quiet, but that's all right. Yeah. That's not good. Yikes. Okay, well, for now, I guess Dylan Cardwell is going to be starting. I still don't want to really force Reynal to play. I think it's more realistic for him to not play. So I'm not going to force him to play. For now, I'm just going to give these minutes to these guys. But what I will do is go in here and we'll call up Dennis Wieskamp, who was our second round pick, number 7 from Germany. Let's look at his G League stats. Can we look at that right now? Yeah. He is averaging 3 points, almost 10 rebounds, and almost a block. Not shooting great. He is a project player, but he's gonna have to play for us. He doesn't have a choice because we need some center depth right now. So we're gonna put him in for 15 minutes. It'll be good for him to get some NBA reps, and yeah, this is gonna be interesting for sure. I might lower, like, I want him to get 15 minutes just because we need the center minutes. I'll lower his minutes. I'll give it to Kingston Fleming so we can keep our good players in a little bit extra time to help with the loss of Sabonis. But I'm going to simulate to his Warriors game now, and then we'll get to playing it. Alright, so we have simulated up this Warriors game as we said we would. They are currently 9-10. Still pretty middle of the pack. We are 10-10, so pretty equal teams here. It's going to be at the Warriors home court. I guess before we do that, we can go just, how we normally do, go over NBA standings. Nuggets still top of the West. Jokic, 28, 13, and 9 averages. He's playing fantastically this year. He's up for an MVP this year for sure. Then it's going to be the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards averaging 31 points this year. Then it's the Lakers with Luka averaging 31, 8, and 7 with that new team. The Spurs finally got their stuff together and have gotten to the top 4. Dallas Mavericks right behind them. Kyrie went down with a broken hand, but it looks like they just kept it pushing with their sophomore player in Mikal Brown, who's shooting a better percentage this year. OKC is in at 6th, not doing as good as they could be. Portland is 7th, 12 and 8. And it's Houston who's having a rough go of it. And us right behind them at the 9th seed, which is pretty good. And then we're tied with the Suns, who are also 10-10. Clippers, Warriors, Vipers, Pelicans, who I think this is the first time they haven't been the bottom of the West. And then the Seattle Supersonics have been terrible. The rookie's averaging 15 points because I guess he's touching the ball permanently, but yeah, they're having a rough go of it for sure. Looking at the East, Detroit, top of the East, no surprise there. The Hawks on a 13-game win streak. They are having another hot start to the season just like last year. Then it's the Sixers, the defending champions, the Magic, the Celtics, the Grizzlies, the Cavs, the Knicks, the Raptors, the Nets, who are on a 9-game loss streak, the Bucks, the Heat, who, yikes. They could make a move at the deadline, I would say, if they're going to be that bad. And then the Pacers, Wizards, Bulls, Oh, the Bulls. And then Charlotte, who is just feels like they're perpetually bad, but I don't know. I don't know when Charlotte will ever be good, to be honest. But yeah, those are the standings. I don't think we're in for awarders or all-stars yet. And we can look at the season stats for sure. Giannis averaging 32 points. He's really trying to carry that team. Then Luka, Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, and Shea. Top 5 in scoring. Top 5 in assists is LaMelo, who's averaging 28 and 10. Wow, he is going crazy. Then James Harden's averaging 9.6. Kate Cunningham 9.4, Jokic 9.3, and Halliburton 9.3. For steals, the leader is Amen Thompson, and for blocks, it's of course Victor Wembanyama. So yeah, without further ado, we can play this Warriors game now. Old man Steph Curry has still got it. We're playing the Warriors today in this episode, and we need to not take them lightly. They have been a lot better this season than they were last season. They were terrible last season. One of the worst teams in the league. But this year, they're a lot better. We won the tip, but they're going to start off with the first points as Trendon Watford is going to hit the little pull-up mid-range shot. This team has the #1 pick in Eddie Marks, but we got Cam Thomas, who hits the 3 there, which is our first points of the game. Eddie Marks is almost a pure just scoring guard. He's elite offensively, but lacks a bit on defense, which you see there as Cam Thomas just shoots it right over him, which, I mean, I personally love to see. But he is very good offensively. As you can see there, he pulls it from way downtown. He's averaging 20 plus on the season, and he's also on a team with Steph Curry, who is playing really good despite his old age. He is aging like fine wine. We thought he would retire a couple years ago, but he stayed a couple more years, and he is still doing his thing, averaging 23 points in this season. So yeah, it's going to be an odd game as well because, well, Kingston Flemings hits a 3 there, which is pretty great, but Sabonis went down with an injury. Great steal by Kingston Flemings. He's running the break. He's rising up and dunking it down on Day'Ron Sharpe. Kingston Flemings went from coast to coast, killing Day'Ron Sharpe in that paint. Now, as I was saying, Domantas Sabonis went down with a very long-term injury, as we saw when we were simming earlier. Kingston Flemings pulling the 3, hits another one. Kingston Flemings got 8 points. He's having a fantastic start. But Domantas Sabonis is going to be out for a while, and even if in a lot of our games Domantas Sabonis might not be the highest point scorer, highest assist, maker or whatever, he is an integral part to our offense because he's a really nice connecting piece. He's a great rebounder, and he's a great post player. So losing that, we are losing a lot. In this game, we're also going to be playing Wisekamp, who was a second-round pick for us. He is very, very raw offensively. He's got a lot of length, though, and he's going to score his first points of his NBA career on that free throw. So congratulations to him on that. And congratulations to Neat Clifford for that steal. Then we're lobbing it up to Jayshawn Oakley, our rookie. Hey, listen, they have an offensive rookie, so do we. Jayshawn Oakley, dunking it down off of the alley-oop. He's also dribbling, showing off the dribble move, showing off the reverse layup. Jayshawn Oakley starting off the game pretty hot. He is pretty talented offensively as well. He's also very athletic, but there's the other rookie that's in this game, Eric Drew. We've talked about 4 rookies so far. Warriors drafted him number 10th overall. Jayshawn Oakley, we drafted number 3 overall, and they hit that nice little mid-range shot. He's got 6 points now. We're starting off the game pretty good, but it is a pretty low-scoring game. We have 22, they have 16 near the end of the first quarter. Again, it just feels different playing without Sabonis, and just trying to figure out the lineups. Nice dribble move there by Oakley, and then the pull-up, and he hits it. He's got 8 points in the first quarter. He's playing fantastically. He's trying to show maybe he should have been the first overall pick. He's happy to be in Sacramento, but never happy to be looked down upon. So he wants to put out a statement to the Warriors that they picked the wrong guy, even if Eddie Marks was the consensus #1 overall pick. And there's Ademara from last year's draft, who he's a big man. He's a big man. And the Warriors haven't really had a lot of those, so he's going to be pretty useful for them. Cam Thomas, another pull-up shot. I don't show a lot of the misses in this in the gameplay that I show. I show a lot of the makes though. There's Kingston Flemings with a nice little layup. He's got 5 rebounds and 10 points. He's picking up a lot of the rebounding slack that Sabonis left off being injured. He's also shooting the 3 and hitting the 3 well. He's kind of poking the bear at Steph Curry. Kingston Flemings knows he's going up against Steph, and he's shooting the ball, kind of showing Steph, hey, I'm a good shooter too. But he is not Steph Curry. That is Steph Curry. Pulling from deep off the catch. But yeah, as I was saying though, I don't show a lot of the misses, but I just want to let you guys know, there are a lot. Like I said, this game is not a good offensive game, really from either team. But we missed a lot of 3s. Not that guy though. Kingston Flemings is hitting an insane percentage of his shots tonight, even though everybody else is struggling. And he gets the steal on the pass there, and he's gonna run the break and lay it up. He's got 17 in the first half. He is playing fantastically. He's poking the bear that is Steph. He's passing it inside to Cardwell, who catches Grady Dick on the pump fake, and then he dunks it down over him. Kingston Flemings is poking that bear, and the sleeping giant that is Steph Curry is starting to wake up as he hits that deep 3 quickly off the catch. That is not somebody who you want to poke, I will tell you that much. Jayshawn Oakley, maybe he's not somebody you want to poke. He hits the 3. He's got 11 points. He's playing fantastically this game so far. Again, trying to show the Warriors, hey, you should have taken me. But Steph Curry takes that 3 and hits it again. He's hit about 4 threes, I think, already tonight. Maybe 3 or 4, but he's hit a lot of them. Jayshawn Oakley's hit a lot of shots too, though. And there he goes again. He's shooting 6 for 9. 69. But look at that offensive rebounding by Day'Ron Sharpe. Gets the rebound, pass it back out to Steph, who hits another 3-pointer. Day'Ron Sharpe is a big rebounder, and Jayshawn Oakley is a big scorer. He's got 16 now. Really great game from our rookie. He's driving to the rim again. He's getting the harm in the hoop. Jayshawn Oakley, and 1. He's got 18 points in the half. Him and Kingston Flemings have been 2 of the biggest bright spots in this game. And everywhere else has been a really dark spot because, again, no one is really playing good besides those 2. And Eddie Marks is going to say, anything you can do, I can do better. He gets the and 1 at the other end. He's going to say, you know what, Jayshawn, you got an and 1 and missed the free throw. I'm going to make mine. So, you know, it's unfortunate for us. And that's really unfortunate for us. Steph Curry getting the ball that wide open is never a good sign. Draymond Green riding the bench and riding Steph Curry as he has his whole career. No shot at Draymond. He's a great player. Maybe not right now in this universe because he's very, very old, but at one point he was a great player. Always fun to poke fun at though. But yeah, we're winning this game by 4. We're winning this game by 1 is what I should have said after Steph Curry hit another 3-pointer. Lord help us. But Cam Thomas can hit some 3s too. And he's going to hit one there. He's got 10 points. He is shooting it not great, to be clear. But yeah, it's a rough game from us. We're still adjusting to the lack of Sabonis. And Eddie Marks is going to get another and 1. And is he going to hit the free throw? Of course he is. He has been very aggressive on the offensive end, showing why he's averaging 20 by going to the paint, hitting the 3. He can really do it all. Keegan Murray hitting his first 3 of the game, his first shot of the game as well. And Steph Curry, he's hitting. Nope, he's not hitting. But Day'Ron Sharpe's going to get it, the offensive rebound, and give it to Eddie Marks, who misses, and then he's going to give it back to Eddie Marks, who misses again. Day'Ron Sharpe gets, what is that, 4 offensive rebounds and then a putback? I mean, I'm glad that we're up right now, but I feel like this game is trending in a bad direction considering we can't hit our shots, besides that one. And they're dominating the offensive glass, which is not what I want to see. And Steph Curry is also completely unleashed. Hitting 3 after 3, even getting some points in the paint. Overall, it's just not looking good for us. Kingston Flemings is looking good for us, though. Nice Euro step from him. He's got a beautiful deceleration game. He's a quick guard, and he shows off that quickness a lot. Steph Curry is one of the best shooters of all time. He is lighting us up. Somebody stop that man. And then Day'Ron Sharpe's going to hit a contested layup to tie the game at 66. Eddie Marks misses that layup, but Ade Mara is going to get the rebound and put it back in. He is just too big for our small lineups. They are now up by 2, taking the lead on us. We have played a horrible game, besides the few bright spots that we have had. Nate Clifford is not one of those bright spots, but that is a great bucket from him there. He's got his first 2 points of the night, which is not what I want to see. Kispert's going to miss that one, but they're on the offensive glass again, and Ade Mara is going to get the putback. They're dominating us on those offensive glass, and they're dominating us from 3. Now, the 3 isn't really as much as a surprise. Nice reverse layup there by Jay-Sean Oakley, but, you know, I expect us to give up a lot of 3s against Steph Curry. Of course I expect that. But the offensive rebounds, the open looks that we're giving him, I mean, he's just burning us down. They're now up by 5. Jay-Sean Oakley driving to the basket, dunking it down. Good cut by Jay-Sean. Again, him and Kingston Flemings have been the brightest spots on our team today, and they have been shining bright, for sure. Been very happy with what I've seen from them, but really wish I would be seeing a little bit more from everybody else, because it's been quiet from everybody else. Good defense by Oakley there on that ball, but Curry's got Cam Thomas on him, and that's going to be a bucket like 8 out of 10 times of the week. Jay-Sean Oakley pump faking, hitting the cutter of Taylor Hendricks, who's going to lay it up. He's got 4 points. He's never really the offensive guy that we're looking to go to on every possession, so he doesn't really average a whole lot of points, but he gets some when it matters. He's got 6 now. I think he's having a pretty decent game. But yeah, it's a rough game that's going on right now, to be honest. We're up by 1 point. We're leaving Alex Caruso wide open, who gets the 3. Passing it to Cam Thomas, who's going to pull up in that mid-range area. He loves that mid-range area. Kingston Flemings now, spinning. Caruso's going to rip it from him, and on the fast break, Caruso's going to dunk it down. Caruso just quieting down Kingston Flemings for a little bit. Nate Clifford hits the 3. It's his second shot made of the night, and that's coming in the 4th quarter. Again, he has played very not well. And Eddie Marks wide open from 3. Miscommunication there by Kingston and Neek, leading to a wide open 3 from him, who you do not want to leave wide open. You don't want to leave open either of those guards, because they will make you pay. And we leave open another 3-point shooter in Will Richard. Oh man, this is rough. And I'll have you guys know, in this 4th quarter, we have missed about like 7 threes maybe? Just like wide open, slightly contested 3s that we really should be making. We're just missing them all. We're playing bad defense. Even they're putting Draymond Green in the game against us. They don't even care anymore. And he's even scoring on us still. Day'Ron Sharpe pulling up, hitting the shot. They're up by 10 now. This game is absolutely falling apart. I feel like we started pretty hot, but everything since then has been pretty bad. Eddie Marks just getting Kingston Flemings jumping and then going up with the layup. Now he's gonna hit Steph Curry, who you know he's lights out from 3. He has absolutely dominated this game. I'm not even sure what we're supposed to do against that. Great cut there by Keegan Murray. Wish we would have seen more of that in this game, but at least he's showing up somewhat. Like, better late than never, I guess you would say, but I don't know. Kingston Flemings, another Euro to the basket. He's got 25, 8 rebounds and 7 assists. He's having a great game. I think he's got a lot of turnovers, which obviously isn't great. But Day'Ron Sharpe's got a lot of offensive rebounds. He gives it to Grady Dick, who knocks down the 3. I mean, how many 3s have we given up off of offensive rebounds? I can tell you this. Too many. Eddie Marks driving to the paint, dunking it down. He's got 25 points. He's shooting it pretty efficiently too. Jayshawn Oakley driving to the basket. Lob. The jam. Oh my god. Jayshawn Oakley posterizing. Who is that? Eric Drew, the number 10 overall pick. That was disgusting from Oakley. One of the best dunks I have seen of this season, of last season, and of the season before that. But it doesn't matter. We lost by, what is that, 12 points? Jayshawn Oakley, fantastic game from him. Kingston Flemings played really great. Everybody else, what were you doing tonight? Besides playing absolutely terribly. Steph Curry killed us. Defensively, we were bad pretty much everywhere. Offensively, we only had 2 bright spots. And yeah, not the best game. Not the best game at all. I mean, looking at our, second half, fourth quarter, we shot 31% in the first half from 3. And then in the fourth quarter, we shot 2 for 9. We shot 6 for 16 from 3 in the second half. It was a rough game. Curry had 38 points, 10 for 19 from 3. He was damn near about to set a record against us. Eddie Marks played fantastic. Everybody else on their team didn't really do too much besides, get a crap ton of offensive rebounds and give it to their 2 scorers. But I mean, when they're playing like that, what more do they need to do? Jayshawn Oakley had a fantastic night, 28 points, 1 for 4 from 3, which isn't the best, but he's not a 3-point shooter. Kingston Flemings 25, 9, and 10, almost a triple-double. He had 2 steals. He had a lot of turnovers, but I don't even blame him for these turnovers because he was tasked with doing everything on the offensive end. In the fourth quarter, it was really just give Kingston Flemings the ball and hope that he can create a shot for somebody, and he was giving them the ball and they weren't making the shots. So, yeah. Cam Thomas had 18 points, 4 for 14 from 3, shot it horrendously. Keegan Murray, not a great game. Taylor Hendricks, he played fine. But yeah, just not a lot of positives tonight. It was definitely a rough game. Nothing really to be too excited about, but we can get into progression now. But man, that was rough. All right, everybody, progression time. That was a rough game, to say the least. When we do these progression things, this is like directly after the game. When I give my post commentary, that's like usually later on. I don't even know what happened in that game. We were playing like pretty good. We were not hitting our shots like a lot, but in the first half we were doing fine. We were defending pretty well and everything. And then about second half started, Steph Curry turned into an absolute animal, and then we couldn't defend him. Eddie Marks was killing us. He went to the free throw line 13 times. And then they were killing us on the offensive boards, which, I mean, we don't have Sabonis, so I'm not surprised. But, man, that was rough. Like, Jayshawn Oakley and Kingston Flemings were trying to do everything they could to win us this game. But Cam Thomas, 4 for 14. That's not what I want to see. And Keegan Murray hit a couple late shots, but, like, if you take away those late shots, he was like 0 for 3 from 3. Taylor Hendricks played fine. He probably should have gotten more minutes. Nate Clifford has been like really bad this year. Just down in pretty much all of his numbers. I mean, he's down in minutes too, but his percentages are down too. Like he's been playing very bad this year. Cardwell, he played okay at center, but not really rebounding the ball like we'd want him to. Wisekamp was about as raw as you'd expect him to be, so not really too much there either. That was a rough game. Getting into the progression stuff though, Keegan Murray had 1 point that I upped his pass accuracy a little bit with. Cam Thomas had 1 point. I added that to the 2 that he had stocked up and upped his 3 by 1 because Lord knows he needs it. Kingston Flemings had 6. He had a lot of points. I put 3 points into his perimeter defense. Each one, like plus 3 to his perimeter defense. Each point costs 2 points. So that's 6 points total. Jayshawn Oakley had 2 points. I upgraded his 3 to a 70. So he's starting to develop that 3 ball, which is good. Hopefully he can hit it consistently as his career goes on. And I think that's pretty much all the points that we had. We did not have a lot of great performances that game, so yeah, not much to add, but it's a rough game. But we'll bounce back in the next episode. Do not worry. There will be a bounce back in next episode. I don't know who it'll be against, but whichever team we play against, they need to watch out, because we're gonna bounce back. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I was gonna simulate some games to end off the episode, but after that disgrace, absolutely not. We're gonna cut it there, and we're gonna make the next episode its own thing, because I don't want to drag in more games to this negative energy that I have right now because of this god-awful game that we just played. So, we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching, as I was saying before. If you like the video, like the video. If you want to keep up with the series, subscribe. We still got a lot of this series coming out. I have no plans of stopping it, so if you want to keep up with the series, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.